If you like this video, please click on the like button. Comment with the names of the movies you would like us to cover next. Click the subscribe button and press the bell icon to get notified of our latest creations. We cover 100 movies from around the world every day. To advertise with our channel, reach out to us. Our contact information is on our channel page. Now, let's move to the plot of this movie.
In 2000 BC, in Canaan, the Lord calls Abraham to sacrifice his only son, Isaac, as a burnt offering on the mountain of Moriah. Bidding goodbye to his wife Sarah, Abraham takes two of his servants, Kelzar, the son of the chief servant Eliezer of Damascus, and Eshkolam, a Pelishti, with him and Isaac. 40 years earlier, in 2040 BC, Abraham then as Abram tells his wife Sarah then as Sarai that he sees the Lord God, who instructs him to go to a land the Lord God will show him and promises to make of him a great nation. Leaving his home, Ur Kasdim, in the present, on the road to Hebron, the group encounters several Pelishti guards of Abimelech, king of Pelisheth. The Pelishtis leave the group alone after Abraham reveals himself as Abram, who is acquainted with King Abimelech. At camp, Abraham tells the event of how he leads his shepherds to defeat the kings from Shinar in the east, saving Sodomite captives which include Abraham's family. Abraham also discusses the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah due to wickedness with the group. Throughout the journey, Abraham recalls the Lord's promise of land and descendants and how Sarai advises Abram to go to Egypt during a famine. Approaching Hebron, Abraham remembers the Lord's covenant with him of a son as an heir. Abraham reminisces how he tells Sarai the Lord's covenant with him, leading to Abram sleeping with Sarai's Egyptian maid, Hagar, to bear children at Sarai's request and Hagar being pregnant then giving birth to Ishmael, Abram's firstborn son, at Hebron, creating contention between Abram, Sarai, and Hagar. At night, after talking over the symbol of sacrifices, the holiness of God, being blind to sin, faith, his experience of God, the penalty of death, and God's mind, ways, thoughts, and purpose with the group, Abraham bargains with the Lord to take his life, not Isaac's. Entering Ephrathah, Abraham recounts the Pelishtis taking Sarah into the harem of King Abimelech and how the Lord plagues both the house and the people of Abimelech, thus giving back Sarah to Abraham and repaying with wealth and servants. Following Eshkolam's animosity towards Abraham and Kelzar's intervention, the group confronts the Pelishti guards again, who ask for tithes and then leave them, injuring both Abraham and Isaac. On the ground, Abraham reminisces about meeting with three visitors and the Lord renaming Abram to Abraham and Sarai to Sarah, promising him a child named Isaac. Arriving at Moriah, Abraham takes Isaac with him to the mountain. Isaac asks Abraham where the lamb is, to which Abraham responds of the Lord God's provision. Looking back to Sarah's pregnancy to Isaac and Isaac's birth, Abraham reveals to Isaac that Isaac is the sacrifice. Isaac reluctantly complies with Abraham, and Abraham binds Isaac. As Abraham is about to sacrifice Isaac, the Lord tells Abraham to spare Isaac, and Abraham sees a ram as a substitute for sacrifice. Abraham then declares the Lord will provide. The Lord repeats his promise to Abraham as Abraham has not withheld Isaac from the Lord. 2,000 years later, in 30 AD, the Roman centurion at the cross acknowledges the crucified Jesus as the Son of God.